So today I'm going to be giving you guys my review on Solo Leveling. I assume you know what Solo Leveling is if you clicked on this video. If you don't, I would highly recommend go watching it. It is a great anime. It came out in the winter season. It just ended a couple weeks ago. I just finished it a couple nights ago, and I just wanted to give my review on it. But if you haven't seen it yet, this is going to contain some spoilers, so if you don't want to get spoiled, go watch it. Now, I know Solo Leveling had a lot of hype leading up to it. I know when the anime got announced, I think almost like a year before it actually dropped, everyone was going crazy. Everyone was hype about it. And when an anime gets hyped up like that, my first reaction is honestly, it's not going to live up to the hype. But I will admit, Solo Leveling did deliver. It is a great show. I don't know if they're season 2 or season 1 part 2, whichever one they're calling it. It is dropping in the fall, I believe, or maybe next winter, I'm not sure, but I'm definitely hyped for that. I wish they did a 24 episode first season, just because where they left it after 12 episodes, I feel like it was a decent spot to leave it, but it's just such a cliffhanger that I want it now, and I'm going to have to wait almost a year for it. It is kind of annoying. The first thing I do want to talk about, though, with Solo Leveling is the fight scenes and the animation. I'm not sure what studio animated Solo Leveling, but it's fucking amazing. It's crazy. You know, nowadays people, when we talk about animation, I feel like people always talk about Demon Slayer, but I'm not a big Demon Slayer. I like Demon Slayer, don't love it. So when I talk about animation, I like to compare it to JJK. I feel like JJK is the best anime out currently right now, in my opinion. It did win Anime of the Year, so I feel like that's not a hot take at all. But for me, I felt like nothing was going to be able to top JJK's fight scenes and animation they had in season 2. But Solo Leveling is right on par with it, in my opinion. The fight scene in episode 6, I believe it is, when he's in the dungeon with the people that tried setting him up. Amazing scene. The last episode where he's fighting the knight, I think it's Igris. I'm not sure the name, but another amazing scene, amazing animation. Another amazing scene, amazing animation. For me, Solo Leveling lived up to all the hype. Basically all the hype it got. I do have very slight critiques on it. I'm gonna get into it in a little bit. But for the most part, the show is great. I wouldn't give it a 10 out of 10. I give it a 9 out of 10, just because it wasn't perfect, but it was really good. I'm not knocking it at all. One thing Solo Leveling did very, very well is the character development of Sung Jin Woo, the main character. Now, if you don't know anything about Solo Leveling, basically a short little summary is Sung Jin Woo is an E-rank hunter. He's basically doing it to take care of his family. His mom has some type of disease where she's hospitalized and can't wake up, kind of like a coma, I guess I would compare it to. And he has a little sister that he takes care of, and to be able to support her, he does hunting, which is basically you go into dungeons in the real world and fight monsters. And he's an E-rank hunter, which is the lowest, and he basically just gets his ass beat every time, no matter what. Some crazy stuff happens, and he's now able to level up in the real world, very similar to a video game, and basically becomes a fucking demon. But his character development from being a E-rank hunter to leveling up and becoming I think at the end he says he's somewhere between B and A tier, is crazy. You know, in that same episode 6, he realizes that, you know, killing people, real humans, is different from killing monsters. And you kind of see him go through that, where he doesn't know if he wants to, but the system I guess the system does make him do it. So, I mean, his character development from being E-rank to being barely able to kill a monster to eventually at the end beating the super powerful boss. And not even that, one of the episodes before where he's in the dungeon with the prisoners, I'm not sure of the guy's name he beat, but it's a B-rank hunter. Basically, just once he found out he was kind of evil, he just realized he had to do it. He didn't really care that he was a human or not. So the character development of at first not wanting to kill humans to now being able to just be like, all right, well, this guy's my enemy, I gotta kill him. Another big bonus too is the dub. I usually watch it in sub, and I did watch it in sub, but I'm gonna go back and rewatch it in dub because the dub voice actor for Sung Ji Woo is crazy. I don't know if you guys have seen some of the clips or scenes in dub, but the voice actor does an amazing job. I'm not sure of his name. If I'm not lazy, I'm gonna put it on the screen right now. But I would probably say the dub honestly might be better than the sub. I'm not sure. Just from those little clips, it seems like I prefer the dub for at least Sung Jin Woo, but I'm not sure how the other voice actors in the dub are. But I just know that the voice actor for the main character, Sung Jin Woo, is crazy. Now, slight critiques I have of Solo Leveling. I mean, they're very slight. I do like the show, but no show is perfect. And, you know, I gotta say what I disliked about it. We've barely explored the world of S-Rank Hunters. I know that's probably soon to come because, of course, they had the world build. They're not going to have him fighting versus S-Rank Hunters when he's an E-Rank or even when he's leveling up to become somewhere where he is now. Of course, he's not going to be fighting S-Rank Hunters. He's not even at that level yet. So I assume we're just going to get that in the future and I have to be patient. But I wish we could have saw a little bit of S-Rank Hunters fighting monsters or higher dungeons or within themselves, at least like a little bit. And I wonder, is Sung Jin Woo getting too strong too quick? Because in a matter of 12 episodes, he went from being an E-Rank to somewhere between a B and an A. And now, like, if we continue on this pace, I feel like he's going to become higher than an S in no time. So, like, what's the end game with that? Is he going to become the best hunter in the world? Double S rank, triple S rank? I mean, I don't know what they're going to end up calling it, but I feel like he's going to eventually surpass everyone. So who is he going to fight then? I'm not sure if other characters are going to be able to start leveling up as well. I mean, that's probably a way they're going to do it, where maybe S rank hunters could start leveling up so they can keep up with them. I'm not sure. I haven't read any further. I've only watched the 12 episodes. I haven't read any of the manhwa, which is another point I want to talk on. Manga, manhwa, bro, it doesn't matter what you call it. If someone calls it a manga, like, whatever, bro. Be like, actually, it's called a manhwa because it's Korean. You know what I meant. You literally know what I meant. And my last little critique of Solo Leveling is the side characters. I feel like the side characters in the first season weren't that good. Specifically, Jin Ho Yu, that's the dude, he goes into the dungeon with the guy that's from the construction company or the construction company's son, whatever. He's whatever. I don't know how far his character is going to take us or how far his character is going to go because it's so basic. And then another character, Jo Hee Lee, that is the B rank healer that doesn't really go into a lot of high or only goes into C rank or below dungeons. And I thought that was going to be the main love interest of the story, but in the end, she eventually leaves, says she's quitting hunting and moving back with her family. She's not cut out for hunting. So it seems to me like she's moving away and we won't see her anymore. At least that's what it seems like to me. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but that seemed to be the main love interest for Sung Jin Woo. So I feel like, you know, we develop that character. Now she's like, all right, I'm out of here. So I'm like, what was the whole point of it, including her character then if she's already gone? But overall, Solo Leveling is a huge W. I would highly recommend it to anyone that hasn't watched it yet. Let me know what you guys thought of the show, whether you liked it, whether you hated it, whether it was mid. Let me know. If you watched this point of the video, I appreciate you watching. Definitely hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video.